Well, here we go, on our way to New York.
Well, here we go. Another day for my therapist issues stuff moment. Well, what can I say about the thing feelings? Then I arrived today, and day before. Then I finally met personally with my psychotherapist after some days. Well, what I can share with you in this moment that some things that I feeling about then analysis in itself and the therapist issues, it's a feel pretty anxiety what I really gonna tell her. Sometimes things just pop up naturally, but sometimes I feel opposite, down and broken. So stop it. I think that I involved too much in so many areas of my past that I'm really afraid of to revive some kind of emotions, to revive, make surveillance and visit some feelings, to renew something that should be already dead in me, inside. But it's not easy, man. She have a talent for her professional stuff. She know correctly how to look me in the eyes and to make the right question in the right time and the whole perspective as a doctor. And I know then her area, she is the uh, a lot of requirement for many clients. She has a lot of respect for community, mind psychiatry help, and with those credentials, she have the power on me, not only by being a female, not only to be extremely good professional help, and not only to be someone who I can talk to. That the first impression that I had when I met her and the first time of my life. And this provoking me some kind of anxiety because now I know that I talk with the true psychologist with no some kind of thing that make me feel comfortable. I tell you thing, in the past when I make some kind of several therapists in this city, then I was traveling on some kind of therapists make me feel nervous, make me feel inappropriate with my stuffs and things that I do in my life. And when I open to them, and that me feel weird, that broke a lot of material that I would provide to a community. But here we go again. I'm gonna try until I do something great. And now I feel the things are gonna move on, and I feel that I can talk to her without any resentment or any feedback or any regrets in the future, because she's a terrific, awesome, gorgeous therapist. Say that now I can move to the second step. The things that make me nervous to about the therapist issues in itself is the things that haunt me as a nightmare in the past, and also the great fear for the future. So, and on one side, I have the things that happened in the past that still have some kind of negative effect on me. And for other side, I have the greatness, terrific fear for the future. No days tomorrow. I don't know. I don't have any idea what is going on in my life. What I'm gonna do. All all of you sometimes feels that's a human. As a human, you are sometimes at that position. No one is perfect in that way that can control a thing. Talking about control is a thing that I should point to her, make a point. It is control to me sometimes it's impossible. That I need comes from her own strategy to work in this area in my life. Because when I lose control, I lose money. Because I lose control, I lose relationship. When I lose control, I'm lost sociality, and I lose my place in society. Can be on the minor, and the minor thing of society, and the margin excluded, and it's not it's not good to be there. I'll be there many times. I don't want to return back because it was awful. I saw many people who were there with me together just get crazy at all forever, and no returns for the sober things. And also, I watching some dreams just die. I watching some people feel frustrations to be isolated or ostracized by society, just commit suicide. Or no purpose make them some kind of incense people who are already dead, spiritually talking, emotionally talking. So it's dangerous. Walking through all these areas is not appropriately healthy. And I think then the community of psychologists agree with me 100% on that. And that's it. I'm gonna tell her about my explosive behavior, about my lack of the self-control, and I asked her to advise me in a professional way to give me some tips, some strategy to control this impulse of my life. Then I change the things so fast. Then I, expel some people from my life. Uh, uh, I'm trying to learn how to do it, and I must say it is not easy. But I should say to you that I have to face this challenge day after day because my condition. And third things, it's not you. If you're watching this video, you will identify myself at some point as someone who has a relative and families with the same disease or some things just like mine. It's not good when the people closely start to make jokes about mentally disease. It's not. Believe me. If you knew someone who makes jokes of some condition mentally unstable, make them stop. Cause the little jokes, cause the little funny moments to embarrassing people who are such in this condition can cooperately, directly today suicidal things. If these people take his life because of that, who are making some kind of jokes or funny moment to harassment such a kind of people? It's brain. It should feel guilty. I already knew in the past people who commit suicide because they were a target of the bully stuffs. I'm talking something vulnerable here. I know that's not a stomach way to digest it easily. I know that I'm talking about something that is dark, but it should to be talked by someone. When you try to make the others inferior to you based on the condition of mentally illness, maybe you also need some kind of help, character, indolent stuffs. Cause it's not funny, guy. Did you watch the Joker 2019? Joaquin Phoenix portrayed how the people who has some kind of mind disease. Did you watch it? Did you feel the atmosphere surround the Arthur Fleck? Do you know how that society molded psychopath? Did you notice then the psychopath can kill in the future, become a serial killer, take on the life of the people who you love? And that you joke was something that opened this in the domino effect, you know, and chain acts one step older. How you gonna feel if there's somehow, in some sense, you were cooperated for many tragedies of your city just because you speak in a fun way from people who had such a condition? And I hope so that you are watching this video is not this kind of person. But if you were, or if you know someone who is acting this way, please make them stop as soon as possible. Because the people who has the condition mind awareness is not feel comfortable, hurt a lot in a proportion more deep than you ever thought. Because these people are emotionally unbalanced, emotionally unstable, emotionally hurt. Returning back from my analysis, then I'm gonna have tomorrow with my therapist. Thank God I have in my life I had the privilege to know the right people in the right time, and this fuel me and protect me to become a 42 years old man. I have no shame of my disease. I have no shame to have disturbed mind in some level. I have no shame of it. Do you know what? Why? It is because it's not my fault. It's biological stuff. My brain's no makes more connection as used to in the past when I was just a child, a teenager. And all the information that I have until now seems that I'm already born this way. So I got to take some prescription drugs to sleep. I will not deny this anymore. That's true. I take a lot of medication to sleep. I take a lot of medication to anxiety. And that I took a lot of medication from depressed. I'm not ashamed of it. I never feel ashamed after I become an adult. And I thank God I will not feel as ashamed in the future. If you have any kind of relationship with me, you have to accept that fact. You cannot make some kind of jokes. You can't treat me as inferior of you. You can't treat me as an animal, as some exotic. It is not.